And I'm going to jump back up to Brother Man's earlier comment since it is our next topic of discussion. So Daredevil is good. Nice start, but I wish it had more action. Great first 10-minute opener, however. I guess that's a good way to jump right into Daredevil, huh?
Yeah, we got to
go.
jump into these first 2 episodes.
Salut.
Cheers,
let's jump into Daredevil Born Again, the season 2 premiere 2 episodes, the first 2 episodes. All right. I mean, listen, there's a lot to unpack. Are we going to do the spoiler, non-spoiler, just like whatever? Just jump.
Go. I say jump right into it.
I think everyone that is here at this point probably saw Daredevil. If you not, you have your warning. We're gonna talk spoilers right away.
Spoilers. Just if you want to go and come back for nerdy news, feel free to do that. But hopefully you guys hang out because we're gonna do straight up spoilers. I'm just gonna start here. I want everybody on the internet to stop bitching so much. It's pissing me off. It's actively pissing me off because this isn't a bad show, and you're all being fucking hypercritical. I'll give Disney its lumps when I don't like something, but like people are really stretching to say this is bad. Was the CGI perfect all the time? Fuck no. But it's not bad. It's an introduction that had some action, and it's the build up to a story. And we haven't even gotten Muse or fucking Punisher yet. So I get it. I get people's gripes, but at the same point in time, I sat there watching it. It felt like I was watching Netflix Daredevil.
Yeah,
just saying. Like I don't know what people want.
The problem is people are expecting them to like throw everything right at them like immediately, because what it is people are gauging it off of the Netflix, because we got 3 seasons with that, and they feel like we left off of that. Let's just jump right into this. I said no. This is a whole another series with some continuity there. But it's a whole brand new series, so it's like we're bringing people back into the fold. Of course, if you watch the Netflix series, you already know who these characters are, but it's still a relatively new series, and it's this Daredevil's first introduction into the MCU. Like I said, the opening to the first episode, like I'm telling you, when I literally posted it up on my Twitter account, I said I yelled literally at the screen. Dude. when what happened.
Dude, go ahead, Chase. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, the problem is what it always is that with the advent of social media now, we're so used to getting to the meat of what we're watching when you're on your Instagram feed and on your TikTok feed and all of that. And now people have no patience for developing stories. So literally people are complaining because they want the thing to come on. They want them to start fighting. They want to be action and shooting like for an hour and a half. They don't want no lulls. They don't want anything. It's not a social media video. It's a series. It's a movie. Like you gotta watch the entire story and whatnot. Like great. Like I said, great shot out of the gate. I like that they didn't waste a lot of time, but I knew there had to be some type of story developing there. This shit's gonna get dope. I don't care what nobody says. This is gonna get hot.
Yeah, I was very pleased with the beginning of this show. I really think it sets an expectation of like, you know what? Everyone thinks we're not going to do the Netflix thing. It's not going to be gritty. It's not going to be violent. And literally within the first 10 to 15 minutes of this show, they pretty much throw that all out the window and say like, F you guys, here's what we're going to do. And they kill one of the main people, allegedly, which also, I'm sure Leo's going to talk more about reading comics, but maybe a lot of people on the internet do need to do that. And I'll let Leo explain how to do that and what this thing is when we get to him. But the CGI. The CGI in the beginning in the fight, it was a little wonky. But I do feel like when Marvel does certain things for the first time, sometimes things get wonky, but they end up refining like later on as they get to use that character more. What I really liked about this, and like I'm gonna say something good about She-Hulk. So everyone like timestamp this because I'm gonna say something good about She-Hulk. All right, I'm gonna say one thing. They handled Daredevil very well and showed us Daredevil in a way that we really haven't seen a lot of his acrobat and his swinging around with the staff and things like that. And like they came out of the gate and said like this is going to be the same but a different Daredevil. He's going to be swinging around like a Spider-Man. Like I said, wonky a little bit, but you know what? The action was still there. And throwing Bullseye off the fucking roof. Dude, the way that they shot it was so like pure silence and just And
not only that, but the nuance of having like in the midst of that fight, I'm actually paying attention to the fact that, and I remember them doing this in the Netflix series a little bit too. Yeah. But like as he's fighting Bullseye, like Daredevil's sense of sound is actually being like he's listening to Foggy's heartbeat. He's listening to the heartbeat go, and then when he dies is when he like drops him off the roof, and it's like fuck this shit, he lost it.
And also what's amazing too is that like in the midst of all of that fighting going on, and the way he's maneuvering, and like you said, Aaron, that he can still hear Foggy's heartbeat getting weaker and weaker, and the more it's getting weaker, the more aggressive he gets because he knows. I think he knows and aware that his friend is going to die. But in his mind, he's probably saying, I still got to take this guy out or whatever. And also, he's hearing, it's like a bunch of stuff is going on. He's fighting Bullseye. He's hearing Foggy's heartbeat while there's a bunch of other noise, but his senses, he can lock in just on Foggy's heartbeat and Karen crying out for Foggy to breathe. It's like he's locked in, his senses locks in just on that, even with all the commotion going on around him. And while he's still fighting Bullseye, and then once it doesn't hear it anymore, and then he just like eats him off the side of the building, like that scene was. But what got me though was like it's just I keep forgetting how amazing Bullseye's aim is. He killed so good. He killed a fly with a bent paper clip. Yeah, with the paper clip that he used to pick the lock, and all you saw was it go and hit. I was like, oh, that's Bullseye. But the part that got me was when they were doing that one that they did that all in one shot. They had to throw that in there. When he took the woman out with the pool ball, he bounced that thing. That thing said boom, 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 and hit her on the side of the head.
No, you know what got me?
Leo, I was gonna say, go ahead, bro. I feel like you haven't said anything yet. Go.
One thing that got me out of that first, say, 10 minutes of the thing was when he was walking up the stairs and he threw that dagger at that guy and punched his wife dead in her shit. I was like, yo, this is bull. This is just really Bullseye shit. Also, when Daredevil landed on the roof after chasing him,
that was cool.
Roof, and he landed on the roof that's actually a comic book cover.
His superhero landing. That's immediately I saw his superhero landing.
Mm-hmm. I was like, that's his signature landing. One leg straight out, one leg bent.
And also, one thing I also noticed in that fight too is how, as they kept going, Daredevil was making sure to take out all the lights so they could fight in the dark. So he had an advantage with that, how he kept knocking out the lights. And I said and you can tell he was fighting through all that adrenaline because how many daggers was in his body by the end of that fight? About 7 of them.
Say, a fuck ton of them. Yeah.
There were also. Oh, go ahead, Chase.
I was just gonna say so quick rumor mill. So it's being said that that Foggy's address 468, which actually like refers to Daredevil issue 468.
I was gonna say it's
where Foggy fakes his death and whatnot, which is because I was wondering like, damn, they killed him early. So I was wondering how they were planning to bring him back into the fold and whatnot. So this kind of happened it for me.
But we also got to realize one thing about this. This is a continuation from the Netflix series. So they're in the right they're in the pocket of the comic book. Literally.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people don't like it, but hey.
But this is what we wanted. Like that's the part I don't understand.
You can't please everybody.
This is all anyone's been asking for.
I mean, like, so the thing of it is that I think is, so I realize the more that we do this and the more that because obviously, since we do this, it comes up all over my feed all the time, right? I get a bunch of different creators out there that do X, Y, Z. I'm convinced that people do things just to clickbait you
clicks and
just to rage bait the rest of the internet,
which sucks.
Oh yeah,
because I can listen. You can give, and we're going to get to comments in a minute because I know Brother Man and Fatal are in here talking about it too. But like, was it a little slow at times? Was there a lot of story building? Yeah. Were the action scenes really good though? Yes. Was the CGI not perfect? Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, and there's 7 more episodes.
There's 7 more episodes, and that being said, I was invested in the story from the beginning. Nothing took me out of it. I didn't sit there and go, like I saw Vincent D'Onofrio again, and I was like, oh shit, Kingpin's back. Motherfuckers running for mayor. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like
there's after I want to go past the first couple 15 minutes, but there are 2 parts that I really enjoyed. they were harping so much on Foggy being dead, the close-up of Foggy, and then they stayed on Karen and Foggy's body for a while, even after Bullseye fell off the roof. The way they stood on them and how like freaking creepy and eerie it was sick. I thought that was shot very well. And then, I don't know if you guys noticed this too, the first time you heard Matt listening to Foggy's conversation outside, the way they used the camera shot where they got out of widescreen, I don't know if you guys noticed that, they got out of widescreen, pulled the shot back so you could tell like he was listening and like it filled up the whole screen. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but if you didn't go back and watch it, it was really cool.
When he was talking to the girl at the bar and he was telling his girl, hey, he's using this line, he's using that line.
Yeah. The way they shot him using his radar, it was very different than the Netflix thing. It was very cool.
Yeah. And I don't know what kind of diet they got.
Foggy
Wilson
on?
Fisk on? No, Wilson.
Oh,
Fisk.
Wilson. Even Foggy looked good, but Wilson, he better be some muscle over there.
He had that one asparagus, and I don't know what was that? Was that egg white? What was that? Some kind of an omelet that he was cutting.
All I know, it wasn't enough. That's all I know. You give me one asparagus and one egg, I'm gonna look like you. Where the rest of you?
And now we see, and now we got Vanessa. She's basically running the organization now because remember, he got shot, so he was in recovery. So he was pretty much down for a long time. So they even brought in the Echo reference. They even kind of referenced Echo in there as well when Matt and Fisk were sitting down at the diner. And that was another thing that I liked too, was when Matt Murdock had told Fisk, he said, I can tell that you lost some weight because your walks are a little bit lighter than usual, and I can tell you built some muscle. I said, them senses are so good.
Dude, I was gonna say he better like Uncle Iroh from Last Airbender and like take that jacket off and he's just brolic like that. That's what I'm expecting at this point.
So I don't know if you guys saw there's because obviously a lot of stuff has gotten released since Daredevil premiered. There's actually an interview with Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio where they say that by the season's end, Kingpin gains a ton of weight for a certain purpose.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
They were like he gains weight for a certain purpose of the comic. So like apparently Vincent D'Onofrio was like, yeah, Kingpin's about to get really big in this season of Daredevil by the end. Nice. Just keep an eye on it. Oh shit! Like that's gonna be.
That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which tells me because a lot of times when they shoot shows and movies, nothing is shot in order. That means they probably shot the end of this season first, and then shot what we saw now towards the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing is also we have to realize that whole them sitting down and talking, and wait, first him coming back to the meeting, and everybody just got up and fucking walked out.
He just said Vanessa. He didn't say shit.
That's a boss move. Everybody get the fuck out. He didn't even have to say that. Everybody knew to say, "Oh, he needs to talk to his wife. Get the fuck up. Get up."
And can we talk about how? And can we talk about how Matt's I guess you could say his partner, not his partner, but I guess you could say his because him being a lawyer, because now it's McDuffie and Murdock. Well, Murdock and McDuffie now is like the perfect wing woman for setting him in that therapist.
that was funny.
They thinking that they going to meet that. He thinking she's going meeting him there for some kind of legal counsel, and she's like, I thought I was meeting you because you needed a therapist. And then that's when they put two and two together. It's like, okay, she set this up because she wanted us to go on a date.
But also that sit down scene was more than anything else. You got the mention of Spider-Man in the fucking Marvel.
So I was gonna say, literally, cool. I was messaging you guys about this. I said, if you listen to that speech, Kingpin mentioned by name. He said, "There's no more mass vigilantes running around my city. No Spider-Man, no Daredevil, no Punisher. I don't want that shit." But so like he literally said it verbatim. I'm like, oh damn, he's not. But
also, Peter, because one thing I always pays attention to is tone. Listen to how he said spider. He said it with such venom.
Yep.
Well, look at that venom. That's how he kind of said it. He said no more spider. Like how he said it. Like how he said it, opposed to how he said the other names.
Well, a lot of people didn't catch one thing. Did anybody notice his knuckles?
I saw.
Oh yeah, they were all bloodied up.
Yeah. Those are
Do you
fresh.
know why?
I can't say that I do. I assumed it was because he beat somebody up, but I don't know.
Yeah, his wife said. Remember, he told his wife after he
killed the dude.
He killed the dude.
Oh, he so killed the dude.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. Oh shit! Shout out.
He definitely fucking killed. Of course he did. You gonna touch my chick? Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't even catch that, to be honest with you. I mean, I caught
shot
the
in the face.
I didn't put it together.
I get shot in the face, and you go ahead and go creep on the side on me, and my name is Kingpin. Yeah, yeah. I promise you, I ain't gonna hurt him. Yeah.
You know what? So, what did we think about White Tiger in total so far? I mean, obviously, there's more to be said there, but I mean, listen. First, I want to say rest in peace. I think his name is Kamar.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
He passed away. This was his last role before he passed away.
That's right.
So I wanted to just say, obviously, rest in peace, Kamar. I think it's Kamar de los Reyes. That sounds right. But if I got that wrong, I apologize. But I think I got it right. I think I got it right. So I actually thought. Now, obviously, I don't think we've seen him depicted as White Tiger.
They showed a video of him in a grocery store or something.
Yeah, he was in a
grocery store. It was really quick.
Yeah, he was in the bodega. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that there's also like a fight scene, a more detailed fight scene with him in the series somewhere at some point in time.
Probably,
Oh yeah, you're gonna see him.
Yeah, because this was him showing like him fighting in that grocery store. This is after like Daredevil, after Matt Murdock decided to not be Daredevil anymore. Like, in that year that he took off after Foggy had died, that it was happening at that particular time because they said there was no vigilantes in the city anymore. So he decided to go ahead and do it. And I've learned something new because like I didn't know too much about the White Tiger character, and I'm still learning that amulet is what powers him up because he's just a regular human.
Yeah, and at some point a woman takes over, becomes a villain, and then I think it goes back to his sister later on or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was his daughter.
Oh, I don't know. I know it's a female. I know there's a villain in between, and then like it goes back to good again.
But that part when they had him, like,
the amulet goes to one of his family members.
Okay,
has to be in the bloodline for them.
And also that part, and of course after the other thing again, I can listen when they was fighting in the train station, and that cop jumped up and he got hit by that train. We can spot an obvious green screen.
Yo,
that green screen was
CGI.
so obvious.
That's what I'm saying. Like there was stuff that happened in this where I was like, yeah, but it didn't take me out of the experience. I was like, oh shit, they fucked up. You know what I mean? Like I got. And listen, do I think Marvel at the end of the day does have to clean some of that because they are Marvel? Yes, I would agree. They should. They need to clean it up.
But let's not forget it's Disney Plus still, bro.
It is Disney Plus. That's true.
Yeah, this isn't Hulu.
And I'm not gonna. I really think the beginning of this show was like stuff that was already taped before. Like they squashed a lot of things. Like I think they still used a lot of footage from like the things that they squashed, and I think that was one of the things because like one of the biggest rumors going into this for like how since they announced it was that Foggy was gonna die. That was always a thing. It was always a thing. So that's why I just don't understand why everyone's like just freaking the F out about it. Like, how about Marvel has consequences? Like, that's what we gotta have something, anything.
They're not gonna. They don't want to please. They can't please everybody, and everybody. Like since we're doing this kind of content, everybody, a lot of the people, they have nothing else but to nitpick and gripe. Like Aaron said, it's done for views. That's all it is. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's hard to get. Like everybody has an opinion, like we always say.
Yeah.
But if your opinion is based on knowledge, or if your opinion is just based on, I just want to talk shit to get views.
Right.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get that. This is social media. Everybody's got an opinion, and a lot of people are addicted to saying stuff just to get other people to respond and click and all of that. And that's why you when you go through YouTube now, it's like, everything just has this feel of, oh, this person exposes this person exposes that person. It's just meant to make you click, and so you're not gonna get a lot of truthful,
But you come to the Mancave, you get integrity. Look at that.
Yeah.
If we don't like something, we don't like it. If we like it, we like it.
But I will say, like, the second episode too was like, obviously it's gonna be slower. They're gonna story build, but like by the end of the show, I think the purpose there is like, this man's putting the suit back on, and it's because he freaking beat the shit out of two cops, and boy did he beat the shit out of those two cops.
It's a build up from everything though. Like it's the fact that Kingpin became mayor.
Yep.
Like everything was leading him towards, I have to put the suit back on because otherwise shit's just gonna go downhill if I don't put the suit back on. That's ultimately what it is.
And going back to Daredevil's senses that I really like when he realized that those cops were crooked and he had to go and get that witness because he was the only key witness that was awesome. There. He went there, and when he was trying to tell the guy, he's like, "Look, I need you to get out of here because
you got 20 seconds."
Like he could tell how many seconds it was going to take for them to get to the door just based on their footsteps coming up the stairs. Like that's amazing how they played that off. And then when he tried to be merciful and was like, "You don't want to do this." He's like, "You don't want to do this," and then he said, "Okay."
He pulled the trigger back, and that was it.
And when he broke that guy's arm, now that was shown in the trailer, but just seeing it play the whole scene play out right there. And then when he hit the guy's head on the table, another guy, he slammed him into the refrigerator. And that other guy, I gotta ask, did he survive? Because the way he fell on his neck, I mean,
he's not gonna try and kill him. I don't think.
Daredevil doesn't kill people, bro. He doesn't kill people. Daredevil doesn't kill people. He doesn't.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Daredevil doesn't.
We talking about Daredevil, the Daredevil we know.
The Daredevil from the comics towards the ending, towards the later runs.
Daredevil we know, like
Daredevil traditionally that we've seen doesn't try to kill people. That's all.
I remember how he did Bullseye the first time.
Yeah, bro.
He didn't kill him though. He dropped him off a building. Did still? I mean, he probably was.
No, I'm talking about in the book. In the book.
No, I know. Yeah. No, I get it.
But also, Pete, the Punisher tats that was on his wrist.
You brought up what I was about to say.
On his wrist.
You brought up what I was about to say. So I've said this a bunch of different times. So obviously we all know that John Berthel is going to be in this as the Punisher again. There's a comic run from 2015, I think, or 19, where there's dirty cops who use the Punisher symbol and they tattoo it on themselves. And the Punisher goes on an all-out killing spree on corrupt cops and on the NYPD. So if that's a hint as to what we're getting in the season, we're about to get a pretty vicious Punisher as well. It's about to pop up and be fuck y'all doing.
The Punisher's going to be vicious.
Yeah. So, and I can't wait till
Didn't they already announce a special presentation for Punisher too?
Yeah. I would assume that this season has less to do with that. Well, maybe it does, because it does have a lot to do with the crooked cops, obviously, right, and everything that's going on with him. But it wouldn't surprise me if it didn't focus on that moving forward, and that was part of the Punisher special presentation that we got. And then this concluded with the Daredevil stuff. That's my assumption, because that run could be a whole presentation on Punisher.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just going in and getting rid of corrupt cops. Honestly, you could make that a whole thing. Yeah. So.
Should we hit some of these comments? I'm sure we got something to talk about here.
Let's hit some of the comments up here. Daredevil kind of did almost start our fighting, especially within the first 5 minutes. It did. It started quick, in my opinion, and slowed down. It did this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all right though. Let's see here. It's not bad. It's just a slow burn. Hated that they killed Foggy so soon, or did they?
Right, that's the thing, man. Leo, tell him about the books.
Bullseye don't fucking miss. I'm sorry. He dead. Let him be dead. He doesn't have his long hair no more. He got the fucking super cut, the same thing
that is a dope ability to have though. Mm-hmm. To be able to have the perfect aim, that is a fire ability to not be able to miss. Like that's great.
And plus, if you guys know anything about weapons and knowing about the human anatomy, where he shot him at, he should be dead. I don't.
Even when he threw the gas canister inside of the bar, like that was intentional. But for us, for many people, it would be like, oh, he didn't mean to do it, because we're seeing him going after Karen, and he pulls out this canister and he throws it behind her, and it bounces off the door and goes into the bar.
Yeah, so it's like. Yeah, it was bound to happen, and we needed to happen.
Penguin didn't have much action either, but the writing and pacing was better. I'll keep watching and won't judge yet. I can agree with that. I think Penguin had better pacing than this so far. I could agree with that. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. It had better pacing so far, at least. I'm still, we're still 2 episodes in.
Yeah, it's very new, so we gotta see. Ask me halfway through.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll probably be able to tell you by 4 or 5 if it's on that same level to me. That being said, again, Penguin was fantastic. That doesn't mean Daredevil won't be good. It just might not be that quite top tier. We don't fucking know yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we still have 2 major characters missing from this whole thing so far, and maybe more. Who knows? Because there's still hints of the Defenders being dropped around.
Bro, we have no idea who might drop into this thing at this point.
Nobody knows.
The fact that he even mentioned Spider-Man to me is like crazy, because that could mean he could show up somewhere in here, even if it's just for a spot.
No, because
you saw how they mentioned Harlem too.
Sony won't let him. We'll have our Sony rant a little later. Don't worry.
They mentioned Harlem, which made me think of Cage.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if y'all picked up on this or not, but did y'all realize that when Matt was inside of his apartment and he was listening to about like Fisk becoming mayor and all this type of stuff, that he was making food and then it was burning. It started to burn. Did y'all peep the? I don't know how I caught this, but I said this is a good point. Literally, Hell's Kitchen. His kitchen is burning in the kitchen. Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen. Let's see here. Penguin had a lot of scenes that were good. Had to be more than 7 daggers. He had a bunch of daggers.
Dude, he was walking around with like 10 daggers in his freaking body.
I think he probably had more that we just didn't see. He had a whole arsenal of daggers.
Yeah, you gotta also remember that his suit is tactical. So there is armor on the suit. It's not like Spider-Man's suit where it's just material. There's tactical on the suit and whatnot. Right. So the daggers were hitting, but they definitely were not piercing.
Yeah,
like they normally would with the regular.
He would have been done.
You know what I mean?
The Daredevil scream is also becoming like a thing. Like every time he gets like,
dude, the end of that second episode was just
he always goes with the rah! Like he goes nuts. I'm like, God, every time, bro. Every time this dude fights, that shit happens. I'm
because he made a promise and he's trying not to break it.
Like he's trying so hard not to go berserk. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying not to go crazy, but like
he needs to go berserk.
We're in our chairs like go berserk, go berserk, go berserk.
When he was whooping those cops' ass in that goddamn room.
I just love it. I love that when he gets in scenes like that, like they have him do, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Fine, you're gonna fucking do it. Crack, there's your fucking arm. Like, all right, bro, I didn't want to do it, but you made me.
He was destroying them all around that efficiency.
And the thing is that he warned them the whole time. You're gonna hit a blind, you're gonna hit somebody who's disabled. I was like,
even the one cop said, but he's a lawyer, he's an attorney, and he was like, F it.
Also, if that guy is still alive, that arm is never going to be the same again.
Yeah,
that arm is never going to work the same again.
Oh, man, he can't text with that hand anymore.
That motherfucker popped out this through here. That motherfucker popped up here. That's not the way that needs to go when it breaks.
That was crazy.
Let's see here. Remember, Fisk still had to rebuild his body for recovery.
It's actually
from when he got shot in Echo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing. He mentioned it too. Like, so obviously Echo was before this happened. He mentioned it like in the thing that he got shot and blah blah blah, which was what I was wondering, because I was like, didn't he get shot in the face in Echo? I didn't watch the end because it sucked.
Oh, it was like the comics.
He got
shot right
he got shot in the, it was like an off-screen thing. Like it's like you can see her pointing the gun at him, at his face, and the camera pans up, and then you hear the gunshot. So you don't see it happen, but the next time you see him, he has an eye patch on.
But wasn't that was
in the Hawkeye,
right?
In the Hawkeye.
I'm talking about at the end of Echo, the series. Did he get shot again?
No,
Echo?
it was just Hawkeye.
It was just Hawkeye.
And also what's crazy too is does Daredevil, does he know that the person he was fighting on the first episode of Echo is the person that Fisk was referring to, or not? You don't think he's put it together that that's who he was mentoring? Because he didn't. Because Fisk didn't say. He just said this is someone I'm mentoring.
They didn't really meet up after that, so I don't know. They might not have.
I don't know if they knew.
I think he's referring. I think when he was referring about his protege was Echo. That's the
it definitely was.
Maybe. Since Daredevil slipped, it's just a matter of time till Fisk does as well.
Yeah, that's what we came here for, bro.
That's exactly what I came.
Of course, he got to slip.
I don't know how
he already slipped.
I don't know how we forgot about that part. The part at the cemetery when that cop was checking him. When the cop was telling him, he was calling him
the commissioner stuff was good, man. When he came into the office after with the Philly cheesesteak,
the part that got me in the cemetery was when the commissioner was telling him about there was this mayor back in the late 1800s that was mayor for only a month. He said, "I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure that I get you out in less time." And then when he said, and he's the first person to refer to him as Kingpin, he said, "See you around, Kingpin," and just walked right off. Yep. I said, Fisk is he's fighting that urge.
He wasn't fighting the urge. You saw when he lifted up the piece of paper, he had a picture of his kid in it.
I'm talking about
the Philly cheesesteak conversation was great.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah,
it was
when he was like, look, when he was looking all through all the things, he was like, okay, we can do all it. But he said he was asking him about the different, and he gave he gave a free shameless plug to Geno's. I've heard of Geno's.
Man, I'm a Pats guy. Get out of here.
Geno's used to be.
And then he just looked at the picture and he said, "This is a picture. That's his son, right?"
Well, it's a son that allegedly no one's supposed to know about.
Okay, yeah. So he said that no one knows about, and then he was going through all the documents saying, "Oh, your cost, they're not going to get this. You're not going to get this. You're not going to get this.
Overtime 0. Pay raises 0. People going to the academy not happening."
But it ended off so funny when he walked out of there. He said this cheesecake was disgusting.
Shout out to D'Onofrio, man. Like
he's so good.
He man, listen, since what they call him, privates, not he was a snowball. What was he in Full Metal Jacket?
Pile.
He has been one of my favorites, bro.
Long live the king, baby. Long live the king.
One of my favorites. Shout out to D'Onofrio, man. He's just ridiculously good at what he does, man.
Hell yeah.
Yep. I love those Fisk name drops. Yes. Some good name drops in this. I noticed the bloody knuckles. Yep. The bloody knuckles. They showed White Tiger on TV, but I wish they would have showed it closer fighting.
We're gonna get
probably in the next episode.
Yeah, we'll get it, man. Everybody be patient. Take a peek.
I think the purpose of him showing it from a distance like that is because they were looking at surveillance footage. It's not like he was on a big screen.
Exactly.
TV, he was on surveillance footage.
Oh, speaking of people, by the way, I believe when she was signing the book, the therapist, the younger guy that came up to her, I believe, is the person that's actually playing Muse. So keep an eye on that guy.
The one who went up to get the book signed.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I think too. That's what I think too. Because I said something is very odd about him, and I said I wonder.
They showed that for a reason, for sure.
So I'm very
highlighted for a little.
I'm very interested by Muse because it's a newer character. So like a lot of people don't know a lot about him. His run is from so recent. But like he's fucked up in the comics, like really fucked up in the comics.
Isn't he kind of like a Marvel Joker-esque type character? Like not comparing, but like he's fucked up.
No, actually not. You can't say worse because Joker has so much.
Yeah, no,
right. He's like in a fucked up way, like him.
What I will say is I'm interested to see how far Disney takes him. Because Muse in the comics fucks up Daredevil like really bad.
Yeah,
like it gets really, really bad at one point. So I'm trying to see how far.
Is it more of a mental thing or is it a combat thing?
It's not. I don't think he can toe to toe with Daredevil. I mean, he can a little bit, but it's more like
he can't detect Daredevil.
Right.
Daredevil can't detect him.
Daredevil can't detect him. So it gets
that's weird.
Okay. Yeah, he has this. Yeah, you'll see. I don't want to.
Yeah. No, don't. I don't know much about him, so that's cool.
That's why I'm actually hoping that a lot of people get to know about him from the Disney series because he's so new that not a lot of people. That run is from 2015 or 20. No.
Oh, wow. So that is pretty.
No,
recent.
20. No, it's more recent than that. I'll look it up. It's more recent. 2019. It's recent.
But I hope they end with Muse. You know what I mean?
It's going to be towards the end.
That way we can get another second season of Muse coming up. Because if they just do it at one shot, it's going to fucking suck.
That's going to be the problem.
Muse is supposed to be the main September 2016.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
That's the first introduction of Muse.
But still, that's years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
8 years. Most of the comics are from fucking 40 years ago, 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
They're older than me.
Now y'all got me looking forward to this character because like I'm just now learning about him because of the show. Didn't even know he existed, but now that I'm learning a little bit more, I can't wait to see what they're gonna have him do.
No, I mean I'm interested to see what Disney does.
Yeah, if they do him right, man, we might have a.
He's crazy. Him and Daredevil go at it. They go at it in the comics.
I would love for them to end it just like in their first 5 minutes of their fight scene and give me a special presentation of Daredevil and Muse fight.
Daredevil and Muse fight. Well, that last episode is an hour long again. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a long episode again.
Yeah, but I want it bloody.
I think
Don't we all? We're going to get it, man.
I think it's going to be, bro. I'm pretty sure.
I need some more arm breaking and all.
Yeah, we're going to get it.
Wish they would show Fisk's wife doing stuff, but oh well.
Now, when you say doing stuff,
I think I know what you meant by that, but
hey, it's still Disney Plus, brother, man.
he's talking about business.
Yeah, I'm talking about business too. Standing on 10 toes.
Yeah, or not, or laying down,
or not.
You know.
I don't judge. Whatever, you know.
She can give orders from down there too.
How many episodes of Born Again? I think 9. It's 9. I think it's 9, and
we got 7 more.
7 more, and the last 2 episodes are both an hour or 50 minutes and an hour each. I'm pretty sure. So they're long. These are long episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Good, as TV should be.
But that's what, like, they were. Remember, it was originally supposed to be 18 episodes. They cut it back.
Yeah.
So
I guess they're trying to get into 2 seasons, probably.
Yeah, I would assume it's going to be
18 episodes. Would have been crazy.
18 episodes would have been. It would have ran us into summer.
Well, no, it would have been. It would have been like a CW Arrow or Flash show, like you
but
know,
I think that's
without
what they
the
wanted.
commercials. Without the commercials, it's 36 minutes an episode. We still wouldn't feel right.
But I think, given the fact that you're seeing that they already greenlight season 2, it means they're doing the same thing they did with Netflix, where Daredevil's kind of the linchpin. And the rest of the defenders, if it's popular, they add them all in over time. So that's my assumption.
Savior of Kung Lung, let's freaking go.
No, not that guy.
Bro, it's happening. I'm telling you right now, it's happening. I guarantee
No, that is
guarantee
one. I'm with Leo. That's one.
Listen, you say what you want, but you know what? Maybe he gets some better writing. Maybe someone gives him some advice. I don't know, bro.
I'm not getting iron fisted again. It's not happening.
It is happening.
No.
It's not even... Yo, when Finn Jones comes back, I'm gonna tell you I told you so.
I need Luke Cage to punch him dead in his shit.
I know, bro. Yo, listen,
he tried that. He's the savior of Kung Lung. You can't get through him.
Bro, he just looks like it looks like Mark Twain is a kung fu superhero. Bro.
He's so bad.
I can't get it.
Get ready, man. It's happening.
Let's see. That time he did, but since he didn't have a mask on, was he Daredevil? I don't know.
I think I'm assuming you might be talking about the last fight. I think the last fight just said like, "Oh, Daredevil's back." That's what that says to me.
When he took the suit off, all that meant to me was that his ass was gonna go get a better suit. That's all that meant to me.
Yeah,
he's gonna go in the vault and be like, that suit. That's all that's gonna fucking happen.
Yo, and also got those masks somewhere. Where they at?
And also, by the way, those cops that he beat up inside of that efficiency. They probably gonna wish they were dead after that. Can you imagine having to tell your cohorts that you got beat by a blind man?
Nope. No,
like, how would
I fell.
I fell. How the fuck you break your arm like that?
I fell down the fire escape.
The floor was slippery.
And then I got up and went back up the fire escape and fell again.
Yeah. The floor was slippery.
Also, what happened to that yellow suit? I was digging that suit from She-Hulk.
It's at She-Hulk's house.
He did the walk of shame, so he left part of it there. So he's got to.
The walk of shame. The walk of shame was incredible.
Probably had to send it to the cleaners to get that cream out.
If there is a Daredevil suit that I'm looking forward to in this, you can call me biased if you want. I want the black suit.
The black suit.
I want the black Daredevil suit. The red suit. The red suit's dope. Suit's dope. I love it. But the black suit.
I want the all red suit though, like the old school all red suit.
Yeah. The traditional.
I see that too.
Give me the fucking yellow and black.
Yellow and black suit. Yellow and black suit's kind of tough too.
Yeah, I'm with Aaron. I want to see
black and red.
Is there a silver? Is there a silver one?
He's got a silver mask in there. I don't really know much about
it. It's a one-off.
Oh, one thing I wanted to mention. I forgot one thing I wanted to mention too, and I don't know how I missed it. Was how smoothly they transitioned into the intro with him dropping the mask off the building, and it just transitioned right into the intro.
I like
that. Was
intro,
nice.
By the way,
I like how they
two thumbs up with the remix song.
Intro stuff. Yeah.
Oh, fireworks! I forgot my reactions are on.
This guy.
He killed the cops as Murdock, not Daredevil. Sure. Yeah, I guess. It works, bro. We saw it. Yellow suit might be later on as well. Fatal, we'll see. He's definitely they already showed a screenshot where he has all 5 of the suits, or he has 5 or 6 suits in like a.
He's got all that.
He's gonna go through multiple suits in the fucking thing.
Yes, that's what we came here for. Just so we clear, that's what we came.
All 5 need to see the nunchucks. I need to see the motherfucker. I need somebody taking a nunchuck dead to their face in this.
Yeah, I got a feeling that's going to be the Kingpin fight, though.
Kingpin fight.
I think.
Does he fight Kingpin in this, or is that build up to later?
Nah, he ain't gonna fight. He ain't
gonna fight him in this.
He's the mayor. You're not gonna get that this season.
I don't know if he's gonna fight him.
Kingpin's just gonna hire people, which is probably gonna be the Muse.
The Muse, possibly. A lot of people didn't realize that young Matt Murdock actually owned the Ninja Turtles before they became the Turtles. They showed some daggers. Shouts to the Ooze. He was also very angry, which was and so was super aggressive. Yeah, but that's the Daredevil we came here for. Bro, we get it. You have fancy effects on your computer. We understand. Fucking guy, man.
I'm sorry, man. I forgot about it. I didn't realize they were on.
I've never wanted a Daredevil nunchuck to hit somebody in the back of the head more. Do you think we get an Echo cameo? No.
For the love of God, no.
No. Would it surprise me? No. I don't see it coming though.
We did get the reference. I mean, if all we got was the reference with what Kingpin said at the diner, then it is what it is. And why do I feel like that conversation? I forgot what he had said to Matt that made him chuckle like that. Why do I feel like that wasn't in the script? Why do I feel like that was a genuine laugh? And if not, he played that off like that was a real laugh and not one that was in the script. I forgot what he had said to him that made him laugh that hard.
I remember.
I think he was saying something about this generation or something like that. It was a joke he made about this generation, and he just started laughing.
When he was talking to Kingpin, you're saying?
Yeah, when they was in a diner and he had said something and he started laughing. I said, was that scripted or was that not scripted? Because that laugh seemed real genuine, like almost like it was not scripted.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm laughing because Nico, what up? Nico's fucking picture has got me crying. It's fucking John Cena.
Oh, it's John Cena. Oh, Nico, if you're still here, what do you think about that?
That is crazy. That Philly cheesesteak scene was gangster. I got to admit, I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot more of that Kingpin bullshit throughout this thing, bro. He's just gonna go because everybody's pissing him off, so he's gonna go into asshole mode immediately.
Kingpin is too smart. He's too smart for his own fucking good sometimes, but he can back it up. And he's certified.
Did all of that while wearing a napkin bib.
Yep, that's true.
That bib was fucking big as shit too. I was like, yo, you ain't eating fucking lobster. You ain't having a fucking Low Country boil or nothing. This motherfucker had a bib all the way down to his fucking knees. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That's always a bed sheet, bro.
That's always been the thing about Kingpin, bro. He's so smart that he's able to like manipulate situations to his own. You know what I'm saying? Like in the comics and everything. Geno's is good. I used to go to Jim's Steaks in Philly a lot. I've only had cheesesteaks from one place in Philly, and I can't remember if it was Geno's or not. I think it was Geno's, I want to say. Pretty sure. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Fisk superhuman, or is he just peak human?
Peak.
I don't see superhuman.
Is he superhuman? Is he?
He is. I'm sorry, the man can pick up. He picked up a car and threw it at Spider-Man.
Yeah, he did.
Come on. So, in the comic book, he's superhuman. In the show, he's just regular.
I've always suspected that he might have not been labeled, but was actually mutant, because he doesn't have any superpowers, so to speak, but he is definitely fucking super powered in terms of strength and intelligence and all of that. But they've never classified or categorized him as a mutant.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever called him anything outside of just very strong.
I gotta go look at the fucking the Marvel Bible and see what the hell they classify his ass as.
Brother Man said peak human, almost superhuman. I was gonna say I think just his size was like he was so physically strong that they.
Yeah, bro, he's like we see him in the comics. And yo, dude,
he's the whole fucking box, bro.
In the
sofa and shit.
In the comics, he takes up a full page just by himself, just standing there.
Yeah.
All right. Muse is very underrated. Can't wait to see the character. Mixture of both mental and physical, and he is better than Daredevil since he can heal. Muse. Yeah, Muse. Yeah, Muse is crazy. I don't want to spoil anything for Torian and Abel. Okay, cool. So just watch it. I promise you it's gonna be good.
I like it.
First Robert Downey Jr. turned heel, now John Cena. I'm here for it. Bro, it is the year of the heel turn.
Thugonomics is coming.
I hate to break it to you, but so Jonathan Majors, there's a clip of his new magazine, and I saw it. He's doing a John Cena.
Is he really? Yo.
Yeah. We might do it.
First off, that whole can't see me. That's not John Cena shit.
Well. I mean,
I know about
it's
that.
It's not John Cena.
I know about that.
Well, he's been doing that forever, though. He's been doing that for like 20 years, bro.
Yeah, because he stole it from somebody else.
Well, yeah, I mean, most of the shit from wrestling doesn't come. It's not original.
A lot of it isn't.
Wait, the rock bottom is fucking original.
Yeah. No,
the rock sliding through the fucking rock sliding and doing the people's elbow. That was fucking original.
If I had a complaint
in a Versace shirt.
If I had a complaint about wrestling, if I had a complaint about wrestling today, I would say my only gripe is that a lot of these guys, like, nobody actually does their own unique stuff anymore. Everybody just took shit from the better generation and brought it down. But some of them made it cooler. But
when you do see something unique, though, like, it does hit. Like,
it hits. Yeah, agreed.
As much as I hate Logan Paul, that Paul driver thing he did was fucking cool. Like,
there's things,
moments like that. Like, listen, I could talk about wrestling for 4 hours. We can't do this.
Hello, monkeys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. Deep in the heart of Texas, it's Win Deezy.
Yeah.
Hello,
what up, my knuckle drag?
What up, Deezy?
What's going on, dude?
Yo, man.
Your room keeps getting better and better every time I see it, man. It looks nice back
Why?
there.
What you mean? What you talking about?
I'm trying to compliment
what do you mean?
Okay?
What do you mean by that?
It looks like a place of comfort where I'm surrounded by stuff.
No, whatever. Now you get two thumbs way down. How about that? All right. Now you're just raining on my parade.
You're raining on yourself.
Yeah. I agree with Leo. Rappers was doing "You Can't See Me" in the '90s. I'm talking about the hand wave. Oh yeah, they were. I mean, that's true. That's definitely true. I agree with you.
But his whole gimmick was to be
Dr. Thugonomics.
A rapper.
Like, that was the whole
rapper.
thing.
Yeah,
that was the whole point of his gimmick.
But did you see his gimmick before that though? I'm glad he did that transition.
He was a cornball.
He almost got fired. If it wasn't for Thugonomics, he wouldn't be here.
It wasn't working.
Do you think 20 years ago John Cena thought in his 50s he'd be wearing jorts in a fucking wrestling ring? Let's be fucking serious. He didn't know that at this point in time he'd be wearing fucking Jenko jean shorts in the middle of a fucking wrestling ring.
Are they really Jenkos?
I don't fucking know, but
they might as well be. Honestly,
they might as well be. Like,
I hope they are Jenkos.
Why do you think this man turned heel? He's like, let me get some regular fucking attire. I'm a grown ass man wearing jean shorts down to my.
Nope, he's still wearing jean shorts. Now he just wears black.
Maybe.
No, he does. He came out still wearing shorts, but his shirt's black now. He ain't wearing bright colors no more.
I'm excited for John Cena's heel turn. I like it.
Hell yeah.
I was waiting for it. It's about damn time.
I love it. I loved everything.
Had me on some Lizzo shit. About damn time.
Nice cap shield, but where's Isaiah Bradley's shield, Easy?
Wow.
Well, because he's a black, they don't make it.
You gotta get that one custom made.
That's custom. Yeah. I'm not at that level yet. Okay.
Nico said Deezy got money.
Yo, Nico, back up, man.
I mean,
stop looking at my stuff, bro. Count my pockets, bro.
It's John Cena, so no telling. That's true. It is John Cena, so there's no telling. I'm here for it though. All right, DZ, do you want to give any input on Daredevil? How you feeling about Daredevil Born Again so far?
Yo, listen to me. Daredevil Born Again is that shit. I love it. I'm happy for it. I can't wait to see what happens next week because I love this shit, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. I love TVMA on Disney Plus. I'm locked in for all that.
It just makes me feel good.
Makes you feel better about life.
Like yeah. It actually makes me want to say we're back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
everything is right when I watch that shit, man.
Hell yeah.